Breaking news tonight in the David Bisard case. A judge is ordering former IMPD officer David Bisard to spend 13 years in prison for his actions in the deadly crash that killed one motorcyclist and injured two more.
Bisard spoke in court today at a sentencing hearing, apologizing and taking responsibility for the crash. But he says he was not drunk when it happened. We have team coverage with Jack Reinhart and Derek Thomas from Fort Wayne on today's sentencing and reaction from the victims. First to Jack with the details on the sentencing. Jack.
David Bisard remained silent moments after leaving the courthouse, after the judge sentenced him to 13 years in prison. But inside the courtroom, Bisard wept and apologized to his victims for an accident that caused so much pain and so much damage to many families, including his own. Bisard said he was guilty of speeding August 6, 2010. "I'm guilty," he said, "of looking down at my laptop." But he added, "I'm not going to accept responsibility for driving intoxicated," because he said, "I wasn't." His clinging to the denial of drunk driving didn't sit well with the judge and nearly everyone else in the courtroom.
I didn't expect a revelation by him or an admission that he was intoxicated. I think it is evident, as their own witness testified, that he's simply not willing to admit to it, and he's deceiving himself, and by deceiving himself, he's deceiving all of us.
At least 10 of the 12 jurors who found Bisard guilty at trial attended his sentencing. The jury foreman, who would only say his name was Don, said the jurors also needed closure.
Almost therapeutic. It was good for us to get together, and it was to see the end of what we've spent 3.5 weeks doing.
Bisard faced a maximum sentence of up to 29 years in prison. His defense team had asked the judge for a sentencing range of 7 to 11 years, with the rest of his term spent on probation, in counseling and rehab.
I know that what he wants to do is honor the court's order, immediately start his sentence, immediately roll up his sleeves and get into the treatment and therapy that he needs as a result of the last few years since the collision.
David Bisard faces a second drunk driving trial after his arrest in April in Lawrence for driving with a blood alcohol of .22. If convicted in that trial, his 1-year sentence will be tacked on to the 13-year sentence he will begin serving. In Allen County, Jack Reinhart, RTV6.